Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who has some love questions, so they purchased my love reading. This person was kind enough to let me post this publicly on my channel in hopes that it would help anyone else who happens to stumble across it or anyone who resonates with it. So if this does resonate with you, definitely leave comments below to validate this person, or if there's anything you want to discuss about the reading that resonated with you, definitely leave that below. And if you like this reading and you want your own personal reading, you can head to my website. All of the information is in the comments and in the description below. You'll find my prices are very fair and affordable for what you get. Just make sure that you read the FAQ before you order so you understand like the timing and the delivery methods and all of that. There are some readings that can come to you in 3 days, and then there's some that take longer. So I price it accordingly for that. Now, once again, thank you to the person who purchased this, and we're gonna get started. So this person is kind of caught up in a little bit of a love triangle, okay? This person has had a connection with someone for a couple of years now, and they have discussed their feelings for each other before, but the issue is that the person that they're interested in is currently in a relationship, and there is quite some distance between them. So the querent here wants to know what's going on in the relationship with them and their significant other right now, wants to know like if they still think of them and what their feelings are, if there's a future for them together. They actually had a lot of questions we're going to go through here to see what's going on in this relationship. And once again, if you stumbled across this reading, this is a specific reading for a specific person. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it might not really be for you. If it does resonate with you, then that's going to be really interesting. That means you might have a lot in common with this person, or you're in a similar situation. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what the general energy is between you guys right now. So what's like the current energy between you and the person you're interested in? We'll just call them your soulmate, because you mentioned you have a soulmate connection. So the energy between you and your soulmate. Okay. So yes, you guys are definitely at like a standstill right now. It's like both of you guys do have an open mind about this connection, and like it's this feeling of like maybe in the future or maybe when the timing's right, but it really does seem like things are at a standstill. The Chariot is a symbol that one or both of you guys needs to take some kind of major action in order for this to come together. So something big is going to have to happen, like a big declaration of love or like a big gesture. This makes me think you guys have been going around in circles for quite some time. Just back and forth energy, a lot of misconnections, mistiming, like, you know, it's just right now the energy seems, it doesn't quite seem heavy between you guys. I get this feeling like things have had time to kind of air out. Anything that was like said or done between you guys has had some time to air out. But somebody in this connection, whether it's you or them, is really going to have to pull up their confidence and bring out their inner warrior to just take that leap of faith. And so it's going to take focus. It's going to take a strong commitment to connect this relationship. And I do feel like this is something that both of you guys dream of. I do feel like you guys think of each other and you guys dream of each other, okay? Then we see the High Priestess reversed. That is so interesting. We have a couple of major arcana cards here. The High Priestess upright is talking about somebody who uses silence, somebody who uses like non-action, and who is just very still and observant and really like listens to their inner voice and finds out like what is secret or what is hidden. Somebody who's diving into the shadows. And I feel like this time is over. I feel like both of you guys had a chance to kind of go within and to really think about what you wanted here and to just sit back and kind of observe everything. And this is saying that in order for this to move forward, someone's going to have to come out of the shadows and approach this situation head on and stop going around in circles. There's also this energy of maybe one or both of you guys kind of feeling like not believing in true love, or not feeling like it's worth it, or just feeling kind of jaded. And so that's kind of an energy right now. So, but it's interesting. I feel like a heaviness, a density that was around this connection that has kind of lifted. Because I know I've done readings for you before in the past, and like the density of this is lifting. It's interesting. It seems like things might be moving towards action, like something could happen here. So I'm really interested to see what's going on. So you want to know everything about your soulmate, kind of check in on them, what's going on. We'll see what the cards have to reveal. The first thing is like, where are they at in their life right now? Where are they at in the life cycle? Just general energy for your soulmate. Ooh, another reversal. Okay, so your soulmate is definitely struggling a little bit with taking action. It might not even have to do with you and with love like we mentioned. It's just like in general. They are kind of not really at this point where they're able to go for it and make things happen. It's like I feel like they're not aware that they create their own reality. They're not aware that they have many opportunities ahead of them. They're very focused on one opportunity in their life. The Ace of Pentacles is actually a really good message. This person has a strong connection with the earth. They have a lot of power with their grounded energy. They have money, they have resources, they're doing very well in their job. There's prosperity around them. I feel like they're saving money, or they're saving for something big. They're really getting established in life in general. And they're like on a new level right now of wealth. It could be that they've had a promotion, or that the hard work has paid off for them. And so they're feeling pretty good with that. But it's funny because I feel like they are worried that if they leave this opportunity, or if they choose anything else in their life, that it's going to be over. It's like they don't realize that the energy of wealth and prosperity follows them everywhere they go. So they are very connected to exactly what they're doing right now in their life. They're not really seeing other opportunities. That's what the Magician reverse is talking about, like the failure to see opportunities, wanting to really protect what they have going for them right now because they're in a good place. Now, the Son of Swords reversed. That is so weird. The reversals could be talking about delays, or like things have been moving slowly for them. This is talking about how they're not in a place right now where they want to take major action. They're not really setting goals right now. They are trying to seek the approval of their family or their social group, or they're really trying to establish themselves, to seek approval, to feel established. It's more about for them creating this feeling of safety and structure. That's what their focus is on right now. And it does seem like this card reverse is talking about how they're working very hard and they're very exhausted. And they're being challenged right now in their work and in their life. Interesting. So let's see where they are at emotionally. I think that had a lot to do just about their situation, maybe even their career. But let's see where your soulmate is at right now emotionally. Maybe we'll even throw a love card into this. Yeah. I think this has to do with their relationship that you mentioned. They have a girlfriend, and we see the Father of Wands and the Mother of Wands. And that's like a couple. That's like a pair. But the Father of Wands is reversed, and I think this represents your soulmate. So I feel like emotionally right now, they are very dedicated to that relationship, which is probably why you're not hearing from them. And then we see the dedication card here, and we see a woman on it. It's like dedicated. This is a very loyal person, okay? They're very loyal to the person that they are dating. Yeah, just very loyal to them. But this reversal here does kind of mention that they're not all in with this relationship. Like, there's still a part of them holding back. They do express their love to this person. There is true love here, okay, between them. But there's a part of them that's holding back. So I feel like they've been talking about going to the next level in the relationship, but there's delays on it. And I feel like the delays are being set by your soulmate here. And it could be legitimate reasons, but it seems like they're just kind of putting it off. Because there's still a part of them that's like just not sure if they're ready for the next step, if they're ready to make an even higher commitment to the person that they're with. So this is your soulmate. They're very charming. They have a lot of charisma. People are drawn to him naturally. He does have a very open and loving heart. He's very compassionate. He's very in tune with life. He's very in tune with nature. He's strong. You know, I kind of see why you're into him. And this is the Mother of Wands. This is his girlfriend. You know, she's vibrant. She's happy. For her, family comes first. She's very protective, and she's the dominant partner. So she's the one who like rules the roost. She's the one who makes the major decisions. She's the one who kind of sets the schedule. She's kind of like the alpha in this relationship. She's very proud. She's very determined. She's kind of forceful. She's overcome a lot of pain and a lot of trauma in her life. If you get on her bad side, it is not good. So I feel like I feel a very masculine energy coming from this person you're into, from your soulmate. And the reversal here might mean that although the Father of Wands and Mother of Wands seem to go together, it's almost like opposites attract. They could be two alike, you know? There could be a power struggle here in this relationship. there's love, you know. I also feel like emotionally, you know, things are going well with their job and their situation, and I feel like they're feeling good. Like your soulmate emotionally is feeling pretty good right now. Like this is a good time of year for them. This is a good energy they have around them. So emotionally, they're in a decent place. We've seen completely different reading messages about that in the past, but they're doing pretty good. So let's just kind of check into you and where you're at right now real quick. I know you wanted more answers about your soulmate, but I do just want to check into you and see how it compares. So just like where are you at right now? We'll just combine both general, emotional. So you're in a phase of exploration right now in your life, definitely. This could be that you have moved somewhere new, or some travel is involved, or perhaps lots of opportunities. You're really learning yourself. You're really learning like what you want. And I see a lot of action in your career. I see a lot of action happening. I feel like maybe you work 2 or 3 different jobs. I see a lot of abundance coming in. I see a lot of peace. Excuse me. I see a lot of peace. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of exploration happening. Seems like you're in a pretty good place. This is a card that's talking about you recovering from some really difficult times, but there's hope around you now. This rainbow symbolizes hope and the promise of a better future. So you're resting, you're revitalizing, you're surrounding yourself with really good people, and you are having new experiences and kind of changing how you view your life. Everything is changing for you right now and has been changing. But you're also just kind of waiting. And I feel like this is you waiting for your soulmate. There might have been opportunities for you or people you've been dating. There might be one person in particular you've been hanging out with or trying things with, but I feel like there's a part of you that's still waiting for your soulmate, and you feel like you're just going around in circles and you can't get through this door. But I feel like your emphasis and your focus is more on what the good energy that's around you, trying new things, building relationships, still giving love a chance. Even though there's a part of you that feels very connected to your soulmate, you're still like moving forward and you're recovering from your past, and there's a whole new outlook for you on your life, and there's so many opportunities. So good vibes for you. Next, we're going to look and see, how does your soulmate feel about you currently? Like, do they have romantic feelings for you? How do they feel about you currently? All right, these are a lot of messages. I think I'm gonna read with just this deck first, and then we'll also pull cards from the love deck and the wildwood deck, because I know this is like your main question, so we'll be thorough here. All right, so 10 of Cups again. It seems like this is their general outlook right now. And so the way that they think about you is also kind of tainted by their general perception. So it is like affected by how they're seeing life right now and the emotional lens with which they're looking through. They feel positive about their connection with you. I think they feel good knowing that you do have feelings for them, that you haven't forgotten about them. I think they're sending you love. I think they're thinking about you for sure. You know, they seem to have a very open heart when it comes to you. But we also see this death card, which means that a part of them has left you behind. I know that's hard to hear, but like a part of them is thinking like this is over for good. You know, like you guys had a chance to express how you felt to each other, and they, you know, continued to stay with their girlfriend, and you kind of moved on, and there's a part of them that thinks like maybe this is over for good. Okay? There's part of them that's trying to just let it go for good. But the death card is also transformation. So sometimes when you look at death or you look at loss, you think it's just gone, it's dead, it's gone, it's over. But everything transforms into something else. So I feel like there is this transformation that's happening beneath all of this from what was said and what was done between you guys. So now we see the star. I think this is them kind of watching you from afar, kind of seeing how you're taking life, how you are moving forward, how you're taking everything that's happened to you and you're turning it into something good. I think this is the admiration that the person has for you. I think it represents their admiration and also their hopes and wishes when it comes to you. This is talking about like gazing up at the stars and sensing a glimmer of wonder and hope. That's what it says in the book. I feel like this person sometimes, like when they look up at the stars or when they look out at the ocean or when they're out on a hike or they're somewhere beautiful, I feel like in those spaces where everything's open and wondrous, you come to their mind. And I feel like that's something they can't doubt. That's something they can't ignore, that you are a piece of them. And you guys crossed each other's paths for a reason. You were a really important person in their life. And I feel like, of course, they're an important person in your life. So there is this sense of wonder about the connection. There is this sense of what if. It's just like when they connect to you, they feel love, they feel light, they feel positivity, they feel hopeful. Okay, so now we see the Three of Wands here. So this is another message about their feelings for you. I feel like there's a lot of conflicting emotions here. I feel like this is them looking through this window here and seeing an opportunity, but just not knowing how to get through. Like not knowing how to change their life and how to change their world. I feel like if they were to come with you or be with you, they'd have to leave everything behind. And it's such a big risk, you know? And I feel like it's something they like to dream about, but it's something that they might not realistically think is possible. You know what I'm saying? Now we see the Seven of Cups. This is like more ways that they feel about you. They see you as a temptation, okay? They see you as a temptation because, you know, they've got that relationship. There's some love there. There's some energy going on there. We'll have to look more into the relationship to really see what's going on. But, you know, he's got a good thing going, but it's tempting. He thinks about maybe you tempt him to think about cheating, or he can't decide like what's right or wrong, if it would be right to go with you or if it would be wrong. Like, you know, if that's what he really wanted is to go with you and that was his truth, then there's no wrong choice. Even if he ends up hurting the other girl in the process, like, I think it's more hurtful for him to stay and to be kind of lukewarm with that girl than for him to go with you if that's really his truth, you know? But I feel like he still cares for that girl. And so it's confusing You know, he doesn't want to hurt anyone. He just doesn't want to let anyone down. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean? So it's like he's trying to remove himself from the situation for a while. This might mean that he is not contacting you, or he won't be contacting you, or there's little contact, because he just wants to pull back for a while to let time like heal this energy, and like he'll be able to see the truth in time. And this is talking about cycles around the sun. Might disappear for a couple years, or moon cycles, a couple months. It could be a significant amount of time that he needs to pull back to really think about this. And then we see the Father of Cups. This is another like more feelings he has for you. So he sees you as having a really unique and dynamic personality. You know, he sees you as someone who's very artistic, and that you support your community and your family. He does kind of notice you might have some insecurities. It's like he knows you really well, so he knows what your insecurities are. And he does see you as kind of unpredictable. So I think he's also fascinated by you. There's like a mysterious energy around you. And I feel like he thinks you're very unique. Like there's no one else like you. That's kind of what he thinks. So let's go to the love deck, okay, and see like what his feelings are. We're asking, this is like your main question. So we're getting deep into this. What are his feelings for you? Yep. So you guys have had a past together. Past lives, that's one thing, like, definitely you guys have had a past life because you're soulmates, but I'm kind of seeing, like, the past in this life. Like, you're someone from his past. You guys have known each other deeply. I think that there's always a passion between you guys because of what you shared in the past. And so when he thinks of you, it brings up the past, too, which might be hard for him to confront. That might be complicated for him, you know? He also really doesn't know if he wants to give this relationship a chance. Like, I feel like it's really scary to him. Not like you're scary, it's just the thought of it. The thought of the changes and everything it would mean, you know? But he does feel safe with you. He does feel like, you know, we see scared to really give it a chance. And this might also be that he's trying to work on his partnership with his girlfriend right now. And that's where his focus is, you know. He's loyal, like I mentioned. But he does have an open heart towards you. He does feel love towards you. But he also feels red flags. He's very back and forth on this. What are the red flags for him? Well, he knows you've been through a lot, okay? And it's not like a bad thing, but he just knows that you've been through a lot. Life was hard. You shared some things with him, like you mentioned to me in your email. And he sees that life has been generous for you. I feel like there's a part of him that's like, I don't want to ruin what you have going on. I don't want to get in the way of your journey. He kind of sees that, like he'd mess it up or he'd get in the way or something. But he does feel a really strong connection. So another red flag is maybe like he knows how much you care for him, and he knows kind of what you guys are. And it's kind of shocking to him, you know? So, oh, this just came out, but he's watching you. There's a side of him that's very loyal to you. He feels a loyalty to you, like a friendship to you. Okay, so what are his thoughts and feelings about eventually, when the time is right, having a relationship with you or being romantically connected to you? That was your next question. Well, he is attracted to you. It's good to know that right away. He is attracted. He does see you as attractive, your personality, the way you look, the way you are, like he's attracted to you. So that's good. I feel like he's trying to make his mind up. Like as we speak, this is still on his heart. Like, you know, like we saw back and forth, he might still be trying to figure out, do I want it this? Do I not? Should I go for it? Should I wait? Like, you know, should I stay with my girlfriend and just work this out? Or should I, you know, take a new opportunity? And there's so many options. And there's even options he's not able to see. So it's like he's deciding what he wants. And this says very soon. Like with very soon card usually means within the next 3 to 6 months, although timelines can shift depending on your free will and the person's free will. So sometimes when you're doing, you know, tarot readings, it can be hard to pin down an exact timeline, but soonish, you know, they will make up their mind. And I feel like this is saying that they feel like you guys have unfinished business when it comes to like your relationship or your romance. And there's a part of them that really does think about it. And when you think about something and you focus on it and you entertain it often, like that is energy going out to the universe, and that's like you manifesting something. So they might just manifest that opportunity with you and not even be aware of it. If you know, if that's really what they think about and they think about it positively and they kind of secretly hope and wish for it, that goes out, you know? So there is a part of them that does kind of wish for it. You know, let's see, having a relationship with you romantically, are they open to it? Yeah, they are open to something new. They are. I feel like they do want something new in their life. And by new, obviously you guys have had a connection, but I feel like by new, it just means like maybe what they have with the person they're with is not going to last forever. And this says, let your friends help you. Like, I think in this person's life, they have a group of friends that they go to for support, or they ask them for help, or they're like, what should I do? And so I feel like this decision is going to have a lot to do with their friends as well, like what they think and what their opinion is. And they definitely like have a couple friends that they really trust and that really understand them well. And I feel like that is going to be part of the decision. But we see that they have a lot of respect for themselves. And I feel like if they were to respect themselves and figure out like this is what they really wanted, and you guys do have the soulmate connection, they could be open to the new love. Now let's go back to the relationship that they have with their girlfriend. We're just gonna answer a couple of your questions with that before we finish this reading. Okay, so whoop. All right. What's going on in the relationship with their girlfriend? Oh. Ooh. Okay, you're probably wondering what all my reactions are about. And I'll let you in on it. Okay, so it's like they've got some goals they've set together, but I feel like they're together, but they're separate. They are together and there is a strong partnership there, and I don't know if they live together, but it feels like that. It feels like they are sharing everything, and it feels like they've been together a while. Like I'm getting years. You know, I don't know if that's right, but that's just kind of the message I'm getting here. And at this point, like we're seeing this injustice card. So both parties are not happy in this relationship. And you know what? That happens. Like, you know, if you've been in a long-term relationship, you will know that there's times where you feel completely satisfied, and then there's times where you don't. You kind of ebb and flow. You got to work on relationships, you know. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like he's checked out. Like, he dissociates a lot. He wants something new, but he doesn't know how to get it. And this might be very subconscious. And he just feels like there's no way out. And he's kind of just trying to like live a single life and like, but also be in this relationship. So it's just like this weird energy of one foot in, one foot out, like being with it because it's convenient, but still having love, you know? So there's love there. And I feel like maybe she supports him financially, or her friends or her group helps support him financially. So there's an entanglements here. Like, it almost feels like he's trapped in this relationship and there's no passion. Like, they're not hooking up or they're not really physical. There's a lack of passion there. So this doesn't look like a formula for a relationship that's going to last, to be completely honest. I do see that they love each other. You know, they love each other. There's love, but it doesn't seem like that passionate kind of love, you know? So where is the relationship with him and her headed? We saw that reversed. Remember we talked about them this is really interesting. Earlier we saw that there was like they're talking about the future. They could take the next step, whatever that means for them. They haven't moved in together. Maybe it's moving in. Maybe it's marriage or engagement. So there's been talk of that. But I also feel like one or both of them still knows that there might be someone else out there. There's still that feeling of like, maybe this isn't it, you know? There's still an attraction there that they have together. And we see the Stay Optimistic card reverse, though. This kind of feels like, oh, this relationship might take the next step forward, but then after that, it's going to fall apart. So it might appear to you, or you might feel the vibe or get word that they've taken the next step, or that maybe it just keeps going on for a while. And you think it's just gonna go like that. But whatever this is, maybe it's a marriage or an engagement or the next step or a big move together or something, a further commitment, whatever that means for them. After that, then it's gonna fall apart. So I do kind of see like this says it's not an optimistic future for them. And we see unrequited love. It was reversed. But like sometimes I feel like a reversal is like an emphasis card. Reversals can mean different things. It could, you know, I'm not going to get into a tarot lesson right now, but in this case, I feel like this was an emphasis that overall there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. There's attraction, but there's not chemistry. And we saw that they're not physical or there's no passion. And I feel like that's what's going to put the nail in the coffin in this relationship. So it says eventually, out of self-respect, one or both of them is gonna, you know, try to end the relationship. But I don't know if I see that happening anytime soon. They are struggling, but they're also having a new beginning right now. So it's an exciting time for them. I feel like they might move forward together or move somewhere together, and then that's when it's gonna fall apart. So that's kind of what I have to say about that. So next we're going to look and see, like, you want to know, should you reach out to this person just to be like friendly? You mentioned how like you don't want to like confess your feelings or anything, but you're just wondering, what would the energy look like if I just reached out to them just to like, you know, shoot the shit or talk a little bit or just connect? And then what would the energy look like if you just waited? So if you reach out to them just to connect and catch up, what would that energy look like? And then if you just waited, what would that energy look like? Ooh, this is a tough one. Okay, so if you reached out, I feel like the energy would be playful, and I feel like they would hit you back. I do. I feel like if you did this, you'd probably do it soon. Like, you would probably do it like you're thinking about doing this soon. It's been on your mind. But they might tell you about their engagement. They might tell you about the next step they're taking with their partner or something like that. You might hear something you don't like. And so it's safe for you to love reverse. So your heart feels closed. You're upset by something that's said. But you also realize there's still a passion there. By just engaging with their energy, your passion is reawakened and you're like, yes, this is my soulmate. Truth will be revealed. I also feel like you'll be kind and compassionate. And if they were like, yeah, I'm going to get married, or yeah, I'm going to move here, or yeah, they're moving in, or whatever, then you're going to be like, you know, congrats, that's awesome, good for you. I feel like you'll be kind to them, but inside it'll just be sad. Excuse me. I feel like the conversation wouldn't go on that long. It would be pretty simple. I feel like it might not be the right time. Yeah, it kind of feels sad, this energy over here. Now, if you just wait, this says worth waiting for. I think this is your best option, to just kind of wait, because we saw there's a lot going on with them. They're still in it to win it with that relationship. You don't want to trifle, you know? So I kind of see like that there's chemistry here though. There's a strong magnetic attraction. So if you pull back, this person will come to you. I really feel that. And there will be a later chance for you to express your love. Now we see release your ex here next to the free yourself card reversed. I think this is saying you do need to take back control of your life and not spend so much time focusing on this person. But I kind of feel like you've already done that. Like, I checked into your energy and it was saying, yeah, you're sad. You feel like you're waiting for this person, but you really do have some good stuff going on. So this message is just encouraging you to keep working on your career, to keep, you know, getting an awesome situation going around you in your life, working on your talents and gifts, all that jazz. We've done readings for you in the past where we've talked about that. And it really is just saying release and surrender. And I feel like this is just saying release the energy. If you feel like you need to talk to them, maybe write a letter and then just like burn it or rip it up, throw it in the trash, like, or do a meditation and speak with them in the 5D. Or maybe, you know, if it's really hurting you and it's causing you anxiety, going to therapy about it, or, you know, talking to a trusted friend, finding other outlets for those emotions right now. And, you know, just thinking of them in love and light, gratitude. And, you know, it's not wrong to still hope for a miracle. It's not wrong to still think like, you know, maybe this could happen, but I'm going to just, you know, think of this situation as one of infinite opportunities I have available to me. So honestly, the energy seems to say like, don't reach out yet. But if you do, it's not going to be bad and you'll hear back from them. It just might not be what you want, or this is not the time where they're really going to be expressing their undying love for you. And meanwhile, you can't wait in your life. Earlier I saw maybe there's a like a love situation or somebody is interested in you. So, if you feel open to that, might as well just, take some step forwards there and know that like whatever you do, whatever choices you make, if this soulmate's really meant to be with you, there's nothing you can do to mess it up. Like, really, just keep on your path and keep being yourself, keep being authentic, ground yourself in your truth and keep going. Like, don't worry if I'm gonna mess it up or whatever. When the timing's right, if it's meant to be, this person will come. So, and I feel like they're gonna come to you because I really feel like the ball is in their court. So let's get final messages from Spirit about this connection. You guys do have an infinite connection. So this is saying ground yourself in the knowingness of your connection, and that you'll find serenity. Continue to have faith. Anything is possible. Hopefully this message provided you clarity, and I do see you being fulfilled in love as you move forward. So have faith in your beautiful future. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Anyone who's interested in getting a reading like this, I kind of went to town and spent 45 minutes on it. This reading is usually a lot shorter than this, but it's still very in-depth. So this is my love reading. I think it's $44 up on my website. Check it out, promiseharmony.com/services. And I have tons of free love pick-a-card readings as well. If you go to my my folder or my playlist called Pick-a-Card Readings, you can scroll through that. There's a bajillion love readings in there. There's over 300 free readings in that folder. If you're called to get a personal reading, information is below. And thank you so much to the person who purchased this. I really hope that this reading resonates with you and helps you, and I'm excited to hear your feedback and your emails, and I'll see you later. Peace out.